comes to, because y'all hear this all the time. This is something veterans say with a badge of honor. I'm 100% P and T. Okay. So here's my question to you guys tonight. Do you guys actually know what 100% P and T means? And is that actual protection? And for those of you who serve, which most of you who serve watching this right now, I'm going to try to lay it out to you in the simplest form. Okay. You know how when you join the military, you're E1 or E2 or E3, or if you went to ROTC school, you can be an E3 going in, right? You can go all the way up to corporal, right? But once you hit NCO, you become a sergeant. That's a little different. It takes a lot more to take that rank away. It's not as easy as when you were PF3 or an E1 or even a corp. It's not as easy. Once you get into becoming an NCO, that's a whole different ball game. Can we all agree on that? Can we all agree on that? Okay. The VA structure is the exact same. The only difference is they have measurements of time. So while most think because they hit that 100% and there's P and T behind it, I'm fully protected. That's not what that means. Your protection comes from time. The more time you have behind 100% P and T, the more protections you have. If someone became 100% P and T within the first 5 years, okay, and actually it goes all the way to 10 years, but we just going to use the example, the first 5 years. You go in for a simple routine, whatever, they have to go back into your file and they catch an error. Can they change that? Absolutely. Do they need to go through any particular steps to change it? No. Why? Because you don't have any time behind you. You don't have any time. Time is your biggest protector, not P and T. P and T basically means that whatever disabilities you have, they're not expected to get better. That's what that means. That also means that your dependents, right, get to use your benefits for education, for healthcare. That's what that designation is. That designation does not mean I am fully protected. No. It just means that people who are 50, 60, 70, 80, 90%, they still got to go to appointments. They still got to get their annual check of their file. What is it? Every 3 to 5 years, they check their file. Where you being P and T, they don't have to check your file. But if you file a claim, they're going to check that file. If you put in for, I just got kids and I'm adding a kid to my claim, they're going to open up your file again. They have to. So I want to say this again so we're clear, so people can stop with this moniker of I'm 100% P and T. Great. But without time behind it, I mean, it's just like being in the military again. You a PFC and you F up, what happens? What happens? So let me get past that point and go to 10 years. Why is 10 years important? 10 years is important because you have certain protections when you hit these milestones. When you hit 10 years, the VA got to have a damn good reason to take it away. A damn good reason. Normally it's fraud, but even if there's a mistake, they can only take it back so far. They can't take it all away. Once you hit 20 years, even if they made a mistake after 20 years of you having it, it does not matter. Because unless they can prove fraud, they can make like all these errors that this person made on these people's claim. If they would have had it for 20 years, ain't nothing the VA could do. Not one thing. Nothing. But just like I'm telling you with this, between 2022 and 2024, we're in 2025. That means whoever got them 100% only had them for 3 years. So the VA is going to go back in and make all the corrections from all the errors that the Inspector General's office caught. So what does that mean? That means that they're going to adjudicate every single file. And if those people who became 100% got it by error, they're going to go to whatever their number is supposed to be because they have no time behind it. Now, I'm not saying that to scare people. But I'm saying that to get you straight on this moniker of 100% P&T. That's all it is. You're just saying you're 100%. Congratulations. But if you think that is protecting you, you need to go look at the rules. There's a 5, 10, 20, 100%, and a P&T rule. You have to go look at those in the 38 CFR. Because if without time, you just making noise. And I'm being honest. I'm trying to be honest and tell y'all the truth. You know, I'm direct. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm glad that you're 100% P&T. But if you're 100% P&T, and let's be real, you only had it for a year, okay, they're not going to check your file unless you do something like you go put in for an increase, or you add a dependent, or you're going to school. Whatever application you putting in at the VA where they get to open up your file again, that's on you. But the more time you have, the better. I have my original claim from 2000. That 20% I first got in 2000, that ain't going nowhere. I've had that for 25 years. When I became 100% in 2010, it's 2025. I got 15 years. I got 5 more years before it is solidly locked up. It's protected right now with certain things, but once I hit 20, fraud is the only thing that can take it away. That's it. Okay? So I'm just trying to be honest with you guys, because again, there's a lot of misinformation out there. And I'm telling you where you can go find this. I ain't just making this up. Time is your biggest, just like in the military, time is your biggest protector. Time. Not just being P&T. It's time, the time behind it. So if you don't have a reason to file a claim, don't give them a reason to go in your claim file if you don't have to. Now, if it's something that's important, that's going to help you, it's going to help your family, right? Especially if it's monetarily, it's going to help you because it's something that was omitted or something that was furloughed. I'm not furloughed. What's the word? Deferred, right? That they forgot about. And you bring it back up and you're like, hey, this is what happened with this claim. Then you take care of your family. But if you're in a situation where you're content with what you have, you're 100% P&T, you got no reason to file nothing else, let it lie. Let it lie. There's no reason for you to do anything else. Okay? But just know, right? Whenever I hear that, I'm always thinking to myself, dude, do you realize what that means? That most people don't. Most don't. It just means that your condition is stat. That's it. Just like in the military. You move up the ranks. Once you hit NCO status, you're in a whole different ball game. VA is the same way. Once you get at least 10 years behind you, you're in a whole different ball game. Whole different status. Okay? All right.